Hi everyone, this is Cody from the C4L Lounge, and I thought I would take a few minutes and show you how to create your personal and team planners in Forethought. So the first thing you want to do is you want to log into Eduphoria, and once you're there to the main screen, you want to go ahead and log in or click on Forethought. And the first time you go into Forethought, you'll notice that it says create a schedule or add a course. We want to go ahead and click next down the bottom right corner, and we're going to create a schedule. And the procedure that we have here at Royce City High School is we're going to label it for the current year. So it's 2015, 2016. And then we click next. Once we're to this, we need to add what courses we teach. So we'll click over here and we'll add an entry. And it'll give us three options. We can choose to pick a course that has TEKS in the system. We can copy from another course, or we can add special entry. Now, classes that are AP do not require, you do not need to put in learning standards, so you could just set up, for example, for AP Lang, which is English, the Honors English 3, you could just use the English 3 standards here, but not actually import those TEKS. Or you could use special entry, which is your last option, and that's daily things that you see daily, but the only problem with that is the administrators, I don't believe, will be able to see the special entry form. So for most people, we're going to do a course with learning standards. So we click next, and then we have to go in, we have to assign the TEKS for that class. So for example, we'll take English, and let's do English 3. Click next, and the next screen is going to ask us if we want to rename our course. So for example, you might do this if the TEKS go by one name, but your course is actually named something different, you can go ahead and rename that to whatever course you like. So English 3 works for me, so I'm going to leave that there. And it brings me back to this page. So what I can do now is I can add other courses that I teach. Okay, so if I also taught English 1 or a business class or something along those lines, I can keep adding those courses. But I'm just going to leave that there and call that done and click next. And then it's going to bring me back and ask if I want to add another schedule. Now, we're only using one schedule. That's the 2015-2016. So we're going to leave that alone. We're going to click No. And now we're done. So I can click on Begin using Forethought. Side here, you have your calendar view, and you have your planners on the left. In the center, you have your main window where you'll be creating your lessons, entering your TEKS. And on the right, you have this blank side, which this is a contextual menu, so it changes as you do things with the main editing window. And then across the top, you have your menu bar where you can adjust different things. So to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to select a day to create a lesson. And you'll notice here some of my days are actually already bolded. Those are days that I've actually gone in and tried to create lessons. It may be blank, but I've at least gone in and tried to make a lesson for that day. So I'm going to pick an empty day here. I'm going to do the 26th. And I'm going to come over to the once that loads, main window, and I'm going to click on English 3. Okay, this gray box. And when I click on the gray box, you'll notice that I get some icons here on the right, and then in my contextual menu or window, I get a list of all my TEKS. Okay, by default, they're all contracted or compact like this, but then I can expand them by just clicking on the plus sign. So in order to edit this, I can't do anything to the main window until I click this little box here that says check out and edit lesson. So when I click on that, it brings up this warning, hey, are you sure you want to do this? I'm going to click OK, yes I do. At this point, I can come over and pick my TEKS out that I want to use in the lesson. I just double click on them. So 1E, 2A, let's do 5B. Okay, that should be good. And then I can come down under lesson objective and goal, and I can start typing out my lesson objective. Now for the first semester, really all we're wanting from you is your SEs and your learning objectives. So as long as you have those two things in there, that's all we're looking for the first little bit. I'm not sure when they're going to change that around, but I'm sure someone will let you know. So I type in my learning objective. Okay. And then you'll notice up here at the top,
I have save. Okay, I want to click the save button to save that lesson. So now I've created that one. Let's say I want to create another one. So I go to the 27th. Okay, I click on the gray box to bring up my window. I click my edit button, say yes, I want to edit. Put my teaks in. An important thing to remember about the teaks is you may be able to find the way, but there's no just native way to copy teaks from one day to the next. Let's say you're doing a lesson that spans 3 days. It looks like you're going to have to copy those teaks every single day. Okay. So continue being awesome is going to be my objective today. Okay, and then I click save. So now I have some lessons created. What I need to do now is copy them from my team planner to my personal planner. And it's really important that you copy them over for a couple different reasons. One, let's say something changes in the team planner, but you still want to keep that original lesson. That the only way you're going to be able to save that is if it's in your personal planner. Secondly, is your appraiser to be able to see your lesson plans. It has to be in your personal planner. If it's not in your personal planner, then they will have no idea what you're teaching that day, and then your appraisal goes bad. So what we need to do is we need to copy it. So we can only copy lesson plans from the team planner to the personal planner from the week view. So if you'll come up to your menu bar, on the right side you'll notice there's a little icon that looks like a calendar. If I click on that, I'm going to change to View Weeks Plan. And so it's going to show me my lesson plans for this week. Okay, so there's my Wednesday lesson, my Thursday lesson. All right. Now I need to go in and I need to copy. So on the top right, I see Copy Wizard. So I click Copy Wizard. I'm going to copy to my planner. And it's going to give me the option, do I want to copy just a single day or copy a whole week? I want to go ahead and copy the whole week. So one thing to remember about this is if you copy the whole week, you need to have the whole week written first. Otherwise, it'll copy the whole week, but then when you go back to add the other ones and then copy it again, it's going to copy that whole week over again. You're going to have duplicates. So make sure you get the whole week in first before you do this option. So I click Next. And it's going to ask me which week of my team planner do I want to copy. Well, I want to copy this first week. And I click Next. And then it's going to ask me which week in my personal planner do I want to put it. So let's say the team is planning on doing this assignment this week, but then you're a week behind, so you actually want to do it the next week. So you can change and put it on a different week. I'm going to say I'm really behind, so I'm going to put mine on September 21st. Put it really way behind. So then I click Next. And it's going to confirm my settings. I want to move from the 24th of August to the 21st of September. And I click Finish. Okay. So now, if I go to my lesson planner, and I'm on September 21st, there's my lessons. Okay. At this point, you can edit the lessons yourself. So if you just wanted to put the teaks in, you could actually come here, and let's say on Tuesday, I want to edit this, I can start typing stuff in. So I pre-teach awesomeness, and I click save, and now that lesson's saved on my personal planner. So you can come in and tweak this however you want. So let's say you're a pre-AP teacher, but you meet with regular teachers. You can copy the English, the regular ed lesson objectives to yours, and then tweak that for your pre-AP class if you would like. So if you notice here, I don't have teaks showing. Okay, so if I want to see the teaks for that particular day, I just come up here to the day itself, double click on it, and it will open up the edit window for that, and there I can see where the teaks are. All right, so there in a nutshell is Forethought. If you have questions, you can always find us in the C4L Lounge next to the library, or you can find resources online at blog.rcisd.org/C4L.